The English Podcast by Explicit. Hello and welcome to this week's episode. My name is Lawrence. The expression Hollywood ending refers to a story that has a happy ending. The actors' strike is finally over, and after months of negotiations, the members of the Screen Actors Guild finally reached an agreement with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. That's a mouthful. Fans of Netflix series and big box office franchises can heave a sigh of relief. There will be another season. Actors have secured an agreement about wage increases, as well as protections against the use of their image through artificial intelligence, and increases for streaming services, and even improvements in health and retirement benefits. A really big issue for them, because more than half of working actors in the United States are unable to afford decent health insurance. So this deal was announced last week and ends the longest strike action in the history of Hollywood actors, a historic 118 days without work, but also historic in losses sustained by the big media companies. An estimated $6 billion was lost by production companies like Netflix, like Disney, Paramount and Universal. Rewind now to mid-July, the Actors Union and these production companies had been unable to agree on new terms and conditions for members after the current contract expired. 160,000 actors across the United States had walked out in protest, 2 months after the Screenwriters Union had started their own strike action at the beginning of May. Indeed, this was the first simultaneous strike action by both actors and screenwriters in over 60 years. And, as you can imagine, chat shows went dark, film sets emptied, stood idle, and some of the industry's biggest names not only stopped working, but stepped up financially to support the action. Tom Hanks was a vocal supporter of the strike from very early on. Susan Sarandon was seen on picket lines, and the roll call of A-listers, as they're called, who donated huge sums of money to support strikers, reads like an Oscar award ceremony guest list. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson made what was referred to as a milestone and undisclosed 7-figure donation back in July. The largest ever received, apparently, and was quickly followed by big names: DiCaprio, Nicole Kidman, Julia Roberts, Schwarzenegger, Meryl Streep, Oprah Winfrey, all contributed millions of dollars between them, and power couples like George and Amal Clooney, Luciana and Matt Damon, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. They followed suit. Meryl Streep and Tom Cruise were also reportedly behind the scenes, lobbying studio executives on behalf of the strikers. So there you have it. The creative disruption of streaming platforms and artificial intelligence has forced the industry to negotiate new boundaries. And so what we all hope, both viewers and jobbing actors alike, is that this will indeed prove to be a classic Hollywood ending. Tune in again in 2 weeks' time for the next fly-on-the-wall interview with one of our colleagues around the world commenting on something that has caught their interest in the news. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.